kiss for you.
Hey everybody, Ram Dean and Black with you. It was a memorable night of mixed martial arts at UFC 205 that went down at Madison Square Garden. Conor McGregor making history by becoming the lightweight champion, defeating Eddie Alvarez. He's now the featherweight and UFC 155-pound champion. A masterful performance as he does the unthinkable by dispatching one of the lightweight greats in Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah, you ready to believe? I mean, it's real. It's real what is happening here, and I know there are many things to talk about with Conor McGregor, the way he talks and the way he does business, the way he carries himself, all that bunk. It's irrelevant. This is a reality. This is one of the great martial artists of our generation, and he continues to prove it, and he proved it against one of the all-time greats. Look at that. Double left hand while retreating, and again with that game. Alvarez came prepared for it, and McGregor has just been evolving. He's learned how to learn, he's optimized his systems, and his ability to improve is improving in and of itself. The game that he is playing now is truly on another level to other fighters, and it was a spectacular performance that he put forth. And yes, sir, hard to ignore now. He destroyed the greatest featherweight of all time in 14 seconds and then dispatched one of the great lightweights of all time. This is an undeniable truth. This is one of the great martial artists of our generation.
Robin, just like Royce Gracie did 23 years ago at UFC 1, he changed the game of mixed martial arts. When you think about Conor McGregor and the game that he's playing right now, what do you think the future of mixed martial arts will look like in the next 5 or 10 years?
There are others doing what he does, manipulating time and space, and we use a lot of hyperbolic terms around here, but literally playing with the space between you and he, and playing with the timing in ways that you can't understand. And he is evolving like a technology, and people often don't accept the evolution of technology. It can change exponentially in orders of magnitude. And when radio is there and TV comes along, you should go back and read the newspapers what they said. It's just a fad. It'll never work. The internet comes along. People deny the reality that it's going to change everything. This goes on and on. It always has. And we're looking at a technological change in how the martial arts is expressed now. And just because you may not like the way the man speaks, or you may not like the fact that his suits are almost as nice as this, it does not change the fact that we are lucky to live and watch and analyze fights during a period where a martial artist like this is changing the game.
I guess one of the reasons why people would be confused is because we saw in the co-main event a guy similar to Conor's approach in Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He couldn't get the job done against Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley is that old school, powerful wrestler that has a few tools, relies on his genetic gifts. But for Stephen Thompson, who seemed to have the more technological game, why could he not get it done?
Well, it doesn't mean, just because you're the new technology doesn't mean the old one disappears. Tyron Woodley sprinkled. He studied the new technology in detail with Duke Rufus and his brother Rick and some of the great martial artists in the world, and studied it and adapted to it. And the jury is out now whether this prototype, the Tyron Woodley prototype, has evolved enough to already surpass the new prototype, or the new style of technology. So it is a fascinating time in mixed martial arts. But the difference with Conor McGregor is the speed with which he is changing, the speed with which he is improving. Like I said, he's optimizing all his systems, and he's getting better at getting better.
It really was a historic night of mixed martial arts. It all went down at the famed Madison Square Garden in New York City.